YouTube! Today we are doing Zero Evidence, and I am going to try to be as educational as I possibly can. This is a warm-up round for what we're going to do next, which is Zero Evidence, Can You Guess the Ghost? If the video's out already, I'll put it in the top right corner, but let's get into it. If you don't know anything about Zero Sanity, I will be trying my best to explain everything. We have a 6.9 noise multiplier. This is basically professional mode, Zero Evidence, and I have the fuse box on at the start. That's it. So we're going to have monitors. We can look at sanity drains. We can look at activities. We can basically... Oh, I have the tier 3 headcam still. Nah, it's fine. I'm not really going to use it anyways. We just did APOC 3. That's why I have my tier 3 headcam here. I usually use tier 2. I love tier 2 motion sensors for Zero Evidence games, and I'll show you why in a second. All right. This does not matter at all. We're at 100%. Breaker's over there. First things first. We're going to bring in a video camera. If we have orbs, it's a mimic. Going to bring in a camera if it's a phantom. Take a picture of it. If there's a ghost event, you won't have a ghost photo. Bring in salt for a wraith. I usually have tier 2 salt, actually. My bad. This is from the APOC 3 games we were doing. And yeah, I might bring a paramic actually first. I've been liking the paramic recently. Because, well... Let's do, actually... an EMF reader first. Alright, let's go! Dab it in. Welcome from TikTok, Desi! Okay, we do not have a mirror. Our cursed item is somewhere. No music box. I'm gonna keep the lights on for now, so my sanity does not drain that much, because I want to see if we get any special sanity drains. I want to see how much the events drain my sanity if it hits me, because some ghosts drain more than others. Sound sensor main. That's a little bit wild. I do like the sound sensor though. I do like it. People are always confused. I don't hear anything going on right now. Open the earballs. I'm gonna see if I can hear some kind of interaction. Let me go upstairs. I think I hear something. Voodoo doll. Okay. We could use the voodoo doll. We could use it to look for twin interactions. You can also force abilities actually with this. Should I just pull a pin real quick? See what happens? Light switch! What light was that? Can't be a mare, let's go! Alright. The ghost turned on a light. Mares cannot turn on these lights, these lamps, and also computers and TVs. Where's my camera? Okay. I'm going to bring a motion sensor, I think, immediately. Let's cross off mare real quick. I want to see exactly where the ghost is, so let's go. Zoom out real quick. Get all the motions that I can. Doodoo doll. Shade. Right now, chat, all I can say is not a mare. That's all I can say. The breaker's off. Can't be a djinn. Djinns cannot turn off the breaker. Okay, let me get like a lantern or something to keep my sanity high. Let's bring this to see temperatures on the room, and one more of these. The breaker's in the garage. What's my sanity? Hold on. I'm not used to having monitors on. So I forgot to check. Okay, we're at 90 right now. Keep that in mind. We're at 90% sanity. I have been live for almost 5 hours. Yes. All right, boom. We've crossed off Jin and Mare so far. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. Actually, let's extinguish it, just in case it's a non-rio and something happens. I want to see the exact numbers of firelights being blown out. Boom! If you click on it, it becomes a triangle. And you can see which direction the ghost goes in. It's amazing. Tier 2 only, though. Okay, is the ghost in that room, though? Let's get the thermal gun. I'm gonna bring the video camera as well, just in case. If it's Mimo, this is gonna be a really quick game. $15? Oh! Airball! Can't be an Oni. Onis cannot do that ghost event. Hold on. Are you in here? Okay, it's in this room. 6.9. Let me get a little Mimo check. Don't see any orbs. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here, though. Let's put this down. My sanity got drained by 10%. Every ghost event is 10% sanity drain. If it hits you. By default. Okay. Let's bring this. Closing all doors or opening all doors for Yurei? Open all doors for Yurei Slime. Let's put this over here, I guess. Let's put this over... That's good for now. I want to see how far it roams, because Goryos can't roam far. Alright. Let's go look at sanity real quick. Also, chat. I thought it was going to be a Yurei door slam. No. Okay, we're at 70. We lost 20% sanity from one airball, and I was in the light. What could that possibly be? What can be draining my sanity right now? The second airball did not hit me, right? Did it? Did it hit me? I went outside. It shouldn't have. Nothing can be draining my sanity, though. So maybe it did hit me. Yeah. Unless there's a Polty throw. That is the only thing that could drain my sanity. Did I get 3 airballs? Wait, what? I got 2 airballs. I wasn't in the dark. I had my candle when I went to get the breaker on. Okay, let's take 1 pill. Get back to 100 real quick. Who's texting me? Let's bring some more salt. Alright. I'm gonna bring the paramic up. In the dark, that would not drain 10% sanity, though. I think the second airball hit me for some reason. Yeah. Alright. We're gonna do a Wraith test with Assault, but also an Obake footstep test. I am just gonna make sure that the ghost is actually in that room. I'm gonna wait for the motion sensor to go off. Wait for a paramic as well. Hello, Bone. There's no ghost that can drain my sanity like that. I think their ball hit me. The only ghost that could is a poltergeist. Or a Yurei door slam, but that's 15% sanity. And I did not get Mori cursed. I did not get a paramic response. That is the only thing that can curse you in Zero Evidence. A Moroi can curse you through a paramic Ghost Whisper. If you did not know that. Chat, I don't think the ghost is there. What's going on? It's changing rooms. And I can say that because the temperature was at 6. Once the temperature gets that low, it's pretty much the ghost room. So we can cross off Banshee and Goryo because they can't change rooms. Now the question is, where did the ghost go? It went downstairs? It went downstairs. There's no way. Okay. Interesting. It's in the hallway. 5 degrees. Alrighty, y'all. No Banshee, no Goryo. They can't change rooms. Let's bring everything down. That's why it's good to figure out where the ghost room is first, by the way. You can confirm with motion sensor, you can confirm with temperature. Because if it changes rooms, you can cross off 2 ghosts. Alright. Let's put one motion sensor over here. One over here, maybe? I'm not doing salt yet. I really want to look for the Obake misstep because that's the only thing that can determine an Obake on 0 evidence is the missing footstep. I'm gonna leave all the doors open. I don't think it's a Polty. Like, these items being thrown are not being thrown that far. It's in the floor, though. Okay. No, it goes in there normally. Never mind. There is this thing about poltergeists where it throws an item really hard. It kind of like glitches into a wall. Okay, the painting has been thrown down. Another breaker turn off. Hantus are the only ghosts that have a higher chance of turning off breakers. I'm a little sus right now of a Hantu. Keep the doors open for a Yurei door slam, just in case. Alrighty. Let's get our other motion sensors. 1, 2... Do I have 4 right now? I do have 4. Hantu is hiding by moving. This ghost love lights. What the heck? It's just turning on every single light. I would say it's not a shade. Because it's doing things when I'm in the room with it. Was I in the room though, or was I in the staircase? I don't know. We'll do a shade test later. Let me put this up here. Alright. A little jingle jam from the ghost, okay. It's jamming a bit. Let me get this bone real quick. More money. Okay, turn this off. You are in the hallway, no? That's pretty far away, dude. All the way over here? Is it moving rooms again? Is it a mare? Nah, 1.5. Okay. Salt. I'm doing 1 at a time because sometimes if you stack the salt, it can give a false footstep. It can kind of mess up the footsteps, so I'm gonna wait right here. I want to see if there's a missing footstep. I could put 1 more salt further away, actually. Let's do 1 over here. I'm sorry, where is this ghost? Oh, there you are! Excusez-moi. Did it sidestep the salt, maybe? No way, right? Okay. We have this on now, though. If this goes off, Never mind. Not a wraith. The ghost sidestepped it. Okay. We have footsteps. There was no missing footsteps here. Let me do one more. Bum bum. Okay. One more maybe over here. Damn! This ghost is busy! They're just walking, walking, walking. Hello? Where'd it go? Where'd you go? Is it upstairs now? Where'd the ghosty go? Interesting. It's still cold here, right? 1.9. It's going up. It's changing rooms again. Is it a mare? It's gotta be a mare, right? It is desperately trying to change rooms into a place that has no light on. No, it can't be a mare! Y'all! What is going on? Sorry, guys. It turned on the light earlier. I am thoroughly confused, by the way. I am very confused right now. Should we just make it hunt real quick to see what the speed is? I think I might make it hunt real quick. Let's let it hunt, because what is going on right now? Okay. El Mimo vibes? I'm gonna do it over here. That's a forced interaction, by the way. It's not here, guys. I don't hear anything. Alright, gin test, I guess? Oh, it can't be a gin. It's not an Oni. I have no smudge! My timer's off. Okay, not a phantom. We had a Herbal earlier, it can't be Oni. It's pretty much normal speed. Okay. I'm gonna let it hunt one more time if my sanity's low enough. We're gonna do a yokai test, a myling test. I didn't see a shapeshift, but I didn't look at it for long enough to really, like, be sure it's not an Obake. Why is the ghost back up here again? I am just right now confused at how much it's, like, moving its room. I'm a little bit... What could it be? Why is it running away so much? It kind of seems like it's running away from me, right, guys? Myling? We'll see. I'll do a test. What's our sanity at? We are at 38. So this ghost will definitely hunt again. I might get a sound sensor in there, honestly. For like a Yurei door slam. Or something. It should be able to hunt me now, so let me just go to the closet, or the laundry room, I think? This is the best way, chat, to do a myling test on this map. When it comes downstairs from the second floor, its footsteps will disappear for a second. because it's perfectly 12 meters, and Mylings, you cannot hear their footsteps until they're 12 meters close to you. All other ghosts, you can hear their footsteps at 20 meters. So let's see. And we can do a yokai test. If you flick this light switch, the ghost is not hunting. If you can't flick it, the ghost is hunting. There was no UA door slam, no. I did hear a door shut. Wait, when? How do we have 200 people on TikTok, by the way? You guys are insane. What the hell? Thank you. Thanks for the 80k likes. What the hell? Is it a spirit? I stopped my timer. It's such a bad habit I have. Oh my god. It could be a spirit, guys. It's not hunting for a pretty long time. Door shut when you were on your way there. I think it was me, no? This door, right? I closed this door. No? What the hell, Leonte? I'm gonna let it hunt. We're at 30-something sanity. So it actually... I had a heart pin, right? Okay, never mind. I gotta do a very precise timed smudge when it hunts this time. So we're gonna do Myling test by listening to see if the footsteps when it comes downstairs goes away. It did not go away. It's not a Myling. I'm gonna do a yokai test when it comes back up. Not a yokai. Excuse me. Not a poltergeist. Oh, it's very normal. What a normal ghost. Okay. It could be a spirit, guys. I restarted my timer. It's a bad habit I have. After 1 minute 30, I tend to just like stop the timer. But spirits cannot hunt for 3 minutes after you smudged it. So let's wait for 3 minutes. Y'all, this ghost, I have no idea where it is right now. It's somewhere up here. Maybe it's here? Nope, hallway. 6.3 in the hallway. Okay. Interesting. Let me leave one motion sensor down here. See if it comes down here, because I don't... This ghost has changed rooms a million times. Ghosts can detect your walkie? Yes. Who has the wiki page? Who has SkyG's graph? I'm just gonna wait over here, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna chill out right here. SkyG does. If you go on the wiki, there's an amazing picture that shows you exactly what distance each thing is detected as. Is it a command? Okay, it should be, huh? Can any VIPs or mods give me the link? And I will make that a command immediately. It is so much easier to just show you guys that instead of explaining. Okay, I think it's a spirit. We'll see, though. Exclamation mark. What should it be? SkyG. Exclamation mark SkyG. Thank you, Tornado Brett. If you can find it. I love Phasma. Welcome in. My smudge timer was on point, right? I think it is. I think it's down to the second. We'll see. There is an interesting thing you can do with spirits, because sometimes spirits and shades can be mixed up a little bit. Shades can't hunt if you're in the same room as it. So sometimes people think that shades are spirits because it hasn't hunted for a long time, but they're actually in its ghost room and the shade can't hunt. Therefore, it looks like a spirit, but it's not. If you smudge the ghost again at 2 minutes to like 3 minutes, it's a spirit, y'all. Right on time. Okay. Well. Hello. Should we do another test for spirit? Just in case? Which, if you are doing like a 0 evidence streak or something, you should at least test for a spirit twice. Sometimes the ghosts are a little bit lazy. Sometimes they're just like, I don't want to hunt for a bit. So definitely do at least 2 smudge tests for spirit. Also, the lights are on right now. When these lights turn off, the hunt has ended. So if you can't hear the ghost and you have no light switch, if the lights are on, wait for the lights to turn off. The hunt has ended. All right. I'm gonna do one more test for spirit. Just cuz. However, I do want to try a little sneaky thing you can do, where you smudge the ghost at 2 minutes-ish, and... oh, what's that? Hey! Are you back in this room? I'm so confused right now. It's in the hallway, right? 2.8? Hi. Spirits, people say, do lots of ghost events. Technically, they have no do lots of ghost events traits. The reason why you get lots of ghost events for spirits usually, after you smudge them, is because they're smudged. Ghosts, when they're smudged, have a higher chance to be more active and do ghost events. And because you have 3 whole minutes for a spirit, it's gonna do some ghost events. Because it can't hunt you, and it's smudged. Does that make sense? Now, I want to try and smudge this ghost. Basically, if you smudge a ghost after the 1 minute 30 smudge timer at like 2 minutes or so, if the ghost hunts within a minute and a half after that smudge, it can only be a spirit. If that makes any sense. Does that make sense? Because smudges do not stack. So for a spirit, if you smudge it, you have 3 minutes. Until those 3 minutes are over, no matter how many smudges you do in between those 3 minutes, they will not count. The time does not get added on. It'll still only be 3 minutes from that first smudge. So, if you smudge it before 3 minutes, and it hunts within 3 minutes, or a minute and 30, it can only be a spirit. Does that make sense? However, I'm at 3 minutes now. This could be a shade. Never mind. Am I in the hallway if I'm in this closet? I think it's safe to say it's a spirit, right? I'm gonna leave it on a spirit. If it's not a spirit and it's a shade, then try the test that I told you about just now. Where you smudge it before 3 minutes and then see if it hunts, basically. Does that make sense? I don't think I have more than 1 smudge left, right? Yeah. I can't do that test anymore. I'm going spirit. It hunted after 3 minutes twice. But as I said, you can't have a lazy ghost or a shade. So best to really make sure with the double smudge test within 3 minutes. Thingy-majiggy that I just told you about. Let's go! Alrighty. Spirit. Let's see. Let's see, let's see. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back.
Let's
I've got
go!
some jobs ready for you.
Alrighty. That was a zero evidence game. 30 minutes. I hope that helped. I tried to explain a lot of things. Usually when I play, I'm not like insanely actually mode. I do point out special things or explain some things that are a little bit complicated. But with this series, I'm making a playlist. It'll be on the right side of the screen at the end of the video and in the description, I guess. In this series, I'm going to try and explain as much as I can on zero evidence. So I hope you enjoyed 4 room changes. What an interesting spirit. Did it not feel like that ghost was everywhere? That was a little bit weird. But there you go, guys. Can't hunt for 3 minutes. You should do at least 2 tests for spirit before you lock it in. If you're not sure about it, do the smudge within 3 minute test majiggy thing that I told you about. All right. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you soon.